14 years, the Honorable Judge Andy Brigham fought to bring nationwide nonprofit to Stewart County, giving a voice to neglected children in need. His dedication, humility, and kindness makes him stand out as a very nice and true leader. That's why he's today's my hero.
It's no surprise, I love Stewart County, and particularly a lot of friends in Dover, Bumpus Mills area. So we're sitting around the table today with all these ladies, and y'all have come to one conclusion. There is a gentleman in your area that is a true hero. And who is that?
Judge Andy Brigham.
So Judge Andy Brigham, he's known quite well across the area. He had a hardware store, now that he's sold out with his family. But his main acknowledgement right now has been what he's doing for the children with CASA.
CASA stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocates for Children who are in the child welfare system due to abuse and neglect. We train advocates who are volunteers, and they represent those children in court. They visit with those children monthly. They get to know the children. They speak up on the child's behalf when sometimes through the court system the child's voice might not be heard.
And so when you hear what you just said, well, wouldn't everybody have CASA in their county? But that is not the case necessarily. And Judge Brigham, he fought to get this in Stewart County.
Yes, he did. For how long, Sydney?
About 14 years.
Right. 14 years.
14 years before we were program.
Can you kind of give an example of how you work as an advocate when you're in the courtroom, what you do for the children, and how you are that voice?
Once they get to know this child, then they write a court report, and it's submitted. So everybody that's involved in that case will read that. That's attorneys, the guardian ad litem, the judge, everything, and it shows the words that the child says, like direct quotes, all of that information. But he also allows that advocate to stand up and speak in the courtroom for them as well. And those are things that kids don't normally tell anybody else, because if they just see an attorney every once in a while, or they'll definitely share with the guardian ad litem, but having it from like a different perspective, from
the child's perspective.
Yes. Yeah. Then it means a lot because they make such a great connection with them.
Should be a done deal. I mean, we're helping the children, being an advocate, you're speaking up on their behalf, but it takes a lot of work to get that fundraising, and he didn't give up.
No, he fights hard to make an influence in the community to where all people are treated with dignity and respect and have representation through the courts.
He's supposed to decide what's going to happen with their little lives in just a few minutes. And that was one of the biggest reasons why he wanted to bring CASA. He wanted to hear outside of that few minutes that, he was hearing their case.
It takes a village, but it's so nice to know y'all got such a great leader that advocated for CASA for 14 years, didn't give up.
Judge Brigham is my hero just because of the love and the care and the compassion that he gives to these kids.
He looks for the good in people and draws that out and makes people want to be a better person when he's around them.
I have seen him in General Sessions Court, and of course we love him in CASA, but he also treats everyone in that courtroom with dignity and respect as well.
I feel like he cares about everybody inside the courtroom and out, and he takes the time and is patient with every single case and makes a huge difference in children's lives.
He treats everyone with the same dignity and respect, no matter your background, no matter the context.
He is the kids' hero. It's for the ones that are neglected and they're abused and they're scared to death. I can't imagine being just removed from my home alone, but he's our hero.
Thanks to Bart Durham, Indian Law, they will be donating $250 to Judge Brigham's choice of charity, which is CASA, Stewart County. And if you have a hero you would like to nominate, just write to Dan Blommel and myself at myhero@newschannel5.com. Dan, of course, it's a dual effort, us going out and doing this together. Big thank you to those precious ladies. Open up their homes and their hearts. So April, quite fittingly, is Child Abuse Prevention Month.
Okay.
And I just think it's so amazing that he fought for 14 years. This wasn't an easy task to get CASA, and because of his efforts, CASA is now spreading to more counties across Middle Tennessee because they're able to see, okay, here's the process, let me help. But these ladies, they're also heroes as well. They serve on the board, they're advocates themselves, they volunteer, and it really is so amazing because a lot of times children are apt to talk to someone that they feel comfortable with. going to court is intimidating as an adult, let alone a child.
Yeah, sure. And I think a lot of children especially would look at a judge and think, you know, cold or just objective and sterile. And yet here he is fighting for this very important cause, as well as those ladies. So good on them. This is going to make a big difference here in Middle Tennessee.
It really is. And if you're interested in maybe getting CASA in your area, reach out to me and I'll put you in connection with Gwen and all those other ladies. And coming up June 21st, I'm going to be out there in Dover. They're going to have a fishing tournament to benefit CASA. And have you ever been to a fishing tournament?
No.
Oh my, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
All the speedboats, they go off so fast, and because it's a rush. So really excited that I'll be emceeing, and we're going to have a really good time.
Getting to be that season, fishing, golf, all that kind of stuff. Not quite there yet because we're going to have days like we're going to have today, right? Which is that you always talk about that tug of war between seasons. And here we go with maybe some severe threats ramping up.